Welcome to today's podcast of Embody Your Best Life. Today, we are going to talk about the one thing that is actually blocking you from creating amazing success in your life: perfectionism. So, stay tuned. Welcome to Embody Your Best Life. This is the place where we're going to clarify everything that you no longer need to truly release everything that is weighing you down to be able to shine bright and create your amazing goals. My name is Dina Marabi. I am a business and body balance coach, and you are going to be receiving in all these episodes proven scientific and successful ways to help you get unstuck and actually make things happen. And I'm so excited to have you here, and let's get started with today's episode. Hi there, and I am so excited to have you here today because if you are listening to this episode, you might be actually curious about what is this perfectionism? Why is it something negative? And how can I actually create a positive change in my life? So you are in the perfect place. I do want you to save this episode if you feel that trying to wait for things to be perfect or expecting your actions to be perfect are keeping you stuck and keep taking a step back away from your goals. So let's talk about perfectionism. I like giving a lot of, examples to help you relate, to help you understand where we want to go from there. And as well, what is the one thing we want to shift our mindset away from perfectionism? Now, there's different types of personalities, okay? And every person has their own standard. So some people might label themselves perfectionists. They need everything to be in order, a certain way. Maybe as a student, you were always ahead of the curve. You made sure everything is really perfect as needed, as demanded for your teachers. And that is something that you value. Now, very often perfectionism can give us a bonus, can give us this attention to detail, can give us this upper hand in many different factors of our life. So if you are a perfectionist, that you like to go above and beyond in certain things, we are not saying that we need to stop being perfect because we're going to be using that quality, but we're going to be shifting it in a certain way to help you not burn out, not get overwhelmed, and not be hard on yourself when things get tough. Because we are living in a moving world. There are many outside factors that are out of our control. And when things are out of our control, it is hard to keep everything perfect. So let's talk about certain examples to see if you relate to them and as well give you a different way of bringing this perfectionism, maybe a different way of bringing the actions. And trust me, everybody has that perfectionism trait in one part in their life. The one that I see the most often as a nutritional therapist and a health coach and a business and body balance coach, it's when it comes to our health. Whenever somebody is struggling, for example, when they come and see me, they're struggling with their emotional eating, their stress eating, they're not feeling good in their body, they're bloated, and they just want to release the unwanted weight. And I totally understand that. When we put on weight for emotional reasons, we don't feel good because we might be bringing that excess weight on our body, but very often there's a disconnect between the body and mind. So tune in because there's many other episodes that are talking into that. But today I want to talk about the perfectionism. Tell me if this resonates with you, okay? Whenever you want to embark on a diet, on a plan, on a fitness routine, we're going to wait for Monday. Today's not a good day. Monday, I'm going to start on the right track. This month is not the good month. There's the holidays or there's an event or there's a birthday. I'm going to start next month. Or for fitness, now it's a little bit too cold. I'll wait until the weather gets warmer. So this is a different type of perfectionism, is waiting for that perfect moment, expecting that when that perfect moment comes, things will get easier. So this is one thing when we're wanting to be perfect, we keep waiting for that perfect time. But that the only thing that this actually happens is you're delaying and delaying and delaying taking action right here, right now. So many people can resonate with this. Heck, we are human. We keep making our plans starting Monday. Now let's look at the other type of perfectionism. Is Monday starts, we start our health plan, we start, for example, and things that a lot of people do in the dieting world that I try to help people shift away from it, like measuring your food, counting your calories, having an app, counting your fitness. You're like, everything is good. And then there's a day that things are tough. There's a day that maybe you didn't sleep well. There's a day that maybe you skipped lunch and you're very hungry in the afternoon. There's a day that maybe you had to go pick up your kids from school. There's a day that there was a stress. There's so many variables in our life that are out of our control. So, how do you handle with those moments? We can sometimes be in a position of having one or two moments of saying, okay, I'm going to get back on track. It's okay. But when we have sometimes this perfectionist type of mindset, if there's one meal or one snack or one fitness routine that is skipped or not aligned to the plan that you were supposed to do, we feel that we failed. We feel that there's that little moment that was not perfect. And then we go into this whole all or nothing mindset, self-sabotaging mindset, and we get off track. So you see, there's two different types. There's the one waiting for the perfect time, and there isn't a perfect time. And the other type of person who expects everything to be perfect when they're embarking on a plan, and as soon as something gets hard or tough or deviates us from our plan, we quit. And these are the two I want to talk about today. So when we talk about these two, again, we are human. We've all gone through this pattern. And I talk about this and I coach about this because this is truly where I thrive in helping my clients. We want to make sure that we create a centeredness regarding how we actually focus on our goal and we bring them into action. So I want to share with you a few ways that if you relate to those two things that I mentioned, what are some shifts we want to do? What are some systems to help you get into action? And how to give yourself a break if one day does not go as planned. So, number one, the one thing, the one rule that we want to really note, and I want you to write this down if you have a notepad next to you. There are no perfect moments. The time is now. Number one, there are no perfect moments. The time is now. Because whenever we are going for this, I'm waiting for the perfect moment, there's a fear behind that. There's a fear of what am I going to expect? There's a fear of failure. There's even a fear of success sometimes. So remember, there is no perfect time. The time is now. Number two, done is better than perfect. Yeah. Doing an action, any type of action, is going to actually help you move the needle to know if this is good for you or it's not aligned for you. This is when we look at successful people, when they know exactly their aligned eating plan, their aligned fitness plan, their aligned mindset plan. They didn't just do something once and they're like, wow, this worked perfectly. It is a test and trial. So do know that every step that you take is getting you closer to knowing, is this step aligned to you or not aligned for you? So you might decide, I'm going to embark on, for example, CrossFit. You might try it, you might hate it. It's fine. At least you know you do not like that training. You might start on a type of health plan, and there's certain vegetables in there that you don't like. And you embark on it and you don't like those vegetables. So it's not by forcing yourself, it's actually bringing that openness of learning. So done is better than perfect because done means you're creating an action moving you forward. Number three, accepting that external factors are part of the journey. Accepting that external factors are part of the journey. And this is crucial because very often we try to make sure everything is so controlled, but we cannot control the outside. And we need to stop internalizing, taking responsibility for what is happening on the outside, and as well, not seeing what happened on the outside as a sign that you are not worthy, that you were doing something wrong. You know, that all or nothing, like, oh, this happened. Of course it happened. It always happens to me. You know, that victimhood that we might have sometimes. So remember, whatever happens on the outside is not related to your self-worth and the actions you are doing. Number 4, especially if you're that second part of perfectionism, where there's a bit of a slip up and we kind of get off the rail. See every bump on the road as a lesson to growth. See every bump on the road as a lesson for growth. So let me give you an example about that. So I work a lot with emotional eating and stress eating because very often, like 80% chance of the time, is that there's an unbalance in your blood sugar levels and your body's actually malnourished. So let's say, for example, you're struggling with stress eating, binge eating, emotional eating. Let's say you skip lunch. Something happened, something totally out of your control happened, and it happens. 3 o'clock, you're at home, you're with the fridge, and you are so hungry and you are so tired, and you're like, start eating your snack, and then next thing you know, you found yourself eating too much, feeling overly full, or even binge eating. Remember, every bump on the road is a lesson to learn. So if that happens, we don't want to go into the state of, oh my God, I binge ate. What's wrong with me? Why am I not strong enough? Why can't I control myself? It's not going to happen. Why do I even try? This and that and the other, right? This whole negative self-talk happened. But imagine if you flipped it around. If you're like, yes, I binge ate because I was really hungry because I skipped my lunch. So next time, I'm going to make sure that I follow the plan and I'm going to eat the times that I said I was going to eat because keeping my blood sugar stable prevents me from binge eating. Imagine if you saw the bumps on the road like that. And that's what I work with my clients all the time, is rewiring the mindset and rewiring their health plan so that they never have that crash of energy, right? That is very often the cause of their cravings and their binge eating. So remember, every bump on the road is a lesson to learn. And with every lesson you learn, you're kind of putting this in your toolbox and you have all these amazing ways to know how to be the master of your health, master of your day, and master of your energy. Number 5. Number 5 is a big one. Number 5 is for all the perfectionists or the all or nothing people and people that feel like they're struggling to create that goal. Number 5 is, I am human, I am learning, and I get it done. So let that sink in. I am human, I am learning, and I'm going to get it done. So if you're able to follow through that, seeing that you are human, you're living a human experience, that you are learning with everything that is happening around you, we can move forward or move backwards. And no matter what happens, we are always taking actions, focusing on your end goal. Keep your focus forward. And these 5 things are crucial for no matter what you are going through. You want to help with your health. You want to reach that amazing success in your business. You want to be able to have a fulfilling and amazing relationship, no matter what goal you have. You want to see, are you the kind of person who keeps waiting for the perfect time? Or are you the kind of person that as soon there's a little bit of a deviation, you let go of everything? And no matter which one you have, now you have these 5 rules in a certain way, 5 affirmations, 5 ways of seeing this in a positive and empowering way. Because to embody your best life, the only thing that we have to do is understand that we are human. We understand that external environment is out of our control. We need to learn from what's happening instead of like blaming ourselves. And this is huge. Done is better than perfect. We have to take action in a certain way every day. And I'll give you a little bit of an extra that is really mind-boggling is very often we keep waiting, right? We keep delaying. We keep saying, oh, now's not the right time, later, later, later. The thing is, as humans, we never stay as we are. Okay? Today, you're not going to be the same person tomorrow. You're not going to be the same person after tomorrow. Even if you think you are not doing anything, you're not taking any new action, we are always moving forward or moving backwards. And when I heard that from one of my coaches, it really like shook me because I'm like, so we are never stagnant. You might feel like you're stagnant, you're stuck. You always have to remember, are you moving forward or are you moving backwards? And to move forward, you have to take action. And when you're stagnant in a certain way, you are moving backwards. Think of yourself in the water. You want to move forward? Let there be currents, there's waves, you're moving forward, you're swimming, right? You're taking action. Or you can just float around and the waves are just going to get you wherever they want you to go without you actually wanting to go there. So are you moving with action, with focus, forward? Or are you stagnant, doing nothing, waiting for the perfect time, moving backwards, moving sideways? But you're always moving. You're never exactly at the same space every single second of your life. So with this in mind, I really want you to take one of your goals, health, business, relationships. And I want you to write down all these perfect things, perfect plans, or perfect thoughts that you have. And start shifting your thinking to the 5 affirmations, the 5 concepts, or whatever else came out to you during this episode. Now, to change our actions, we need to make sure we keep bringing consistent action, which means to make these 5 incantations, affirmations, mantras, ways of seeing the world, you want to bring them into your anchoring them into your subconscious. You need to repeat them, read them daily as often as possible. And remember, the biggest one that has helped a lot of my clients, and I'm giving you here some like amazing VIP coaching. Done is better than perfect. And the second one that people love the most, am I moving forward, sideways, or backwards? And guess what? When you're moving forward, even if you didn't get the results that you wanted, you still moved forwards. You learned something new. Enjoy the journey. Like we always say, it is a certain way about a destination. You want to have your focus on the destination. But man, you got to have fun on the journey. You got to learn. You got to grow. You got to discover yourself. So take a step back with all the perfectionist things that you're expecting out of yourself. All these perfect moments to take action. Because life is now. And we say like Mikey, just do it. On that note, I am so honored to have you here in today's podcast. And if there's anything I can help you with, do not hesitate to reach out. And remember, everything that I'm sharing here with you is really through my own practice, through my 20 years of coaching in this business. And my aim is to give you some easy, simple, and life-changing strategies to help you get away out of your own way and help you embody your best life. So I'll see you in the next episode. If you are loving this content and you want more, do not hesitate to follow me over on social media at Dina Merby and as well over on my website, dinamerby.com. And as well, I have an amazing gift for you. I would truly be grateful for you to share an amazing review right here about this podcast to inspire others to tune in and to change their life. And by sharing your amazing review, do not forget to screenshot it before you send it. Email it to us, info@dinamary.com, and I have amazing guided meditations to send to you that will truly transform your life. So I cannot wait to connect with you, and I will see you in the next episode.